This is only one example for seating an O-ring on a flange. There are many other flange variations, but one thing they generally have in common is a special fit that helps hold the O-ring in position when it's compressed. Fluid system components require regular maintenance. Because strong seals are vital to the integrity of a fluid system, gaskets are often replaced as part of any regular maintenance routine, whether they show signs of failure or not. Though many flat gaskets come in preformed shapes and sizes, some common replacement applications call for gaskets that are cut from sheets of gasket material. If the application calls for a circular flat gasket, one way to create the gasket is to use a gasket cutter. This gasket cutter consists of a cutting board with a small hole in the middle, a pin that fits into the hole, and a cutting tool. The cutting tool fits over the pin and has an adjustable blade for cutting the inside and outside diameters of different size gaskets. Let's watch a mechanic use this gasket cutter to cut a circular gasket to fit a pipe flange. Before he begins, the mechanic verifies that he has the correct gasket material by checking his company's maintenance procedure. To prepare for cutting the gasket, the mechanic measures the inside diameter of the flange and the outside diameter of the flange. These measurements will allow him to set the blade on the cutter to cut a gasket that will fit the flange exactly. Next, the mechanic sets up the gasket cutter. He pushes the pin through the gasket material, then places the pin in the hole on the cutting board. The mechanic then positions the cutting blade using the outside diameter measurement so that it will cut the outside edge of the gasket. The outside edge should always be cut first. The mechanic places the cutting tool on the pin and begins the cut by rotating the cutting tool. Once this cut has been made, the pin will still hold the gasket material in place so that the inside edge can be cut. When the cutting tool completes a full circle, the outside edge of the gasket has been cut. The mechanic then removes the cutting tool from the pin and readjusts the blade to the inside diameter measurement of the pipe flange. He places the cutting tool back on the pin and turns it one complete circle to cut the inside edge of the gasket. When the cut is complete, the mechanic removes the tool from the pin. If required, bolt holes are punched through the gasket using a hole punch and a hammer. Once the gasket has been inspected for tears and rough edges, it's ready to be installed. Not all gaskets are circular. In fact, some gaskets form very irregular shapes. Irregular shaped gaskets are typically cut by hand. For example, this low-pressure pump requires two irregular shaped gaskets. Let's see how the mechanic cuts a gasket to fit this pump. First, the mechanic must verify that he has the correct gasket material. He refers to the pump manufacturer's manual for information about the gasket material that should be used. After the mechanic obtains the correct gasket material, he must accurately cut a gasket to fit the shape of the sealing surfaces. In order to do this, he must transfer the shape of the sealing surfaces to the gasket material. This can be accomplished by coating one of the sealing surfaces with a substance that will transfer easily to the gasket material. In this example, the mechanic coats the sealing surface of the upper half of the pump casing with a type of dye called bluing. After the mechanic obtains the correct gasket material, he must accurately cut a gasket to fit the shape of the sealing surfaces. In order to do this, he must transfer the shape of the sealing surfaces to the gasket material. This can be accomplished by coating one of the sealing surfaces with a substance that will transfer easily to the gasket material. In this example, the mechanic coats the sealing surface of the upper half of the pump casing with a type of dye called bluing. The mechanic places the upper half of the casing onto the gasket material and presses down firmly. As he carefully removes the casing, some of the bluing transfers to the gasket material, creating a pattern. The mechanic uses snips to cut the gasket material, following the pattern. Snips are a good tool to use for this procedure, since they can easily cut along the irregular edge of the pattern. When he's finished cutting the gasket to the desired shape, the mechanic uses a hole punch to make bolt holes in the gasket. A hole punch is the best tool for this step because it cuts a clean, precise hole. Well-formed bolt holes are important because they allow connecting bolts to thread easily through the gasket material, to avoid tearing or buckling. The mechanic places the gasket on a piece of wood and positions the hole punch over one of the hole shapes on the pattern. He then strikes the punch with a hammer to make the hole. The process is repeated for each bolt hole in the pattern. Once all the bolt holes have been punched out, the gasket is ready for installation. The mechanic then cuts the other gasket for this pump following the same procedure. We've seen two ways that gaskets can be cut. Now try a question on cutting gaskets.